Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Choda with Ignition Time, and I have some important updates for you. New information has just come to light that stimulus payments are actually being cut for some individuals. I'm talking about the latest $900 billion stimulus package and the $600 stimulus checks. There are certain individuals who are actually not going to be getting the stimulus checks because the government is going to hold on to the money. Pretty incredible news. Folks, my name is Dr. Nitin Choda with Ignition Time. This right here is a little bit of information about me. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. Please click like, please subscribe, please enable notifications so you can get important alerts from our channel. This channel, the Ignition Time channel, is about the country, it's about the economy, and it's about your money. Folks, you'll see this article on your screen that was published by Politico. The headline of the article reads Stimulus payments being cut for some with government debts. Congress allowed reductions for people who are behind on taxes, student loan payments, and other obligations. So, folks, what this basically means is that millions of our fellow Americans, and you might be one of them, you didn't get the entire $600 stimulus check because Congress did something that was rather interesting this time that they did not do with the first versions of the CARES Act. So, what Congress did was that millions of people who actually owed taxes to the IRS and other money to the government saw smaller and, in some cases, no economic impact payments. They did not see the $600 stimulus check. This was a protection that was in place for a long time, and that protection was actually taken away with the latest $900 billion bill. According to Politico, this might be hurting those who need the money the most. According to Politico, this might be hurting individuals, including veterans, Social Security recipients, and students. And folks, here's a problem. Here's what the IRS is doing. According to this reporting, the IRS is redirecting stimulus payments for some people to settle their debts, including unpaid federal taxes, unpaid state taxes, Social Security and Veteran Affairs debts, student loan debts, and child support obligations. This is brand new reporting by Politico. By the way, I'll provide you with a link to this article in the description section below so you can check it out. According to the Taxpayer Advocate Service, which is an IRS watchdog, millions of our fellow Americans are not getting the $600 stimulus checks they were supposed to get. Now, folks, in the past, except for unpaid child support, Congress had shielded the recipients from not getting the money because of these other factors. But now what's happened is Congress essentially took away that protection with the latest $600 stimulus check. Also, folks, here's another huge point of concern. Millions of our fellow Americans who did not get direct payments need to file tax returns, need to file tax returns this year and claim what's called as a recovery rebate credit. So they need to basically claim a recovery rebate credit. It's also known as an RRC in order to receive the stimulus money. Approximately 8 million, 8 million households, not people, 8 million households fall in this category, and this includes individuals who are of the lowest income levels. And folks, here's where things get even more alarming. A majority of these 8 million households may not even get the money despite claiming the RRC. And the reason for that is Congress directed the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service, to steer that money and to essentially capture that money to cover various debts. And so think about this. You're in a situation where you need help the most. You're depending on this money. You're low income level, and you now need to file your taxes in order to claim the RRC. And even if you file your taxes, you may not be able to get the money because you owe money to the government. The poorest among us actually owe money to the government, to other people for student loans and for all other sorts of debt. So what this is doing, because of the provision here that has not been widely reported, this is hurting those people who need it the most. Look, our fellow Americans need cash now. We need to be able to put food on the table. We need to be able to make rent. We need to be able to keep the lights on. And I believe that help should go to those who need it the most, specifically those in travel, leisure, entertainment, and hospitality. And what this has done is this has essentially taken help away from those who need it the most. And folks, all of this was reported by National Taxpayer Advocate Erin Collins. And again, I'll provide you with a link to the Politico article that quotes Collins in the description section below. So definitely check it out. So what Collins did was she actually detected the problem yesterday, and she said that the IRS could indeed fix it, at least for those who have federal tax debt. So if you owe federal income taxes, maybe the IRS can forgive some money and make sure the money is sent out, or maybe the IRS can send you the money now, the $600 stimulus check, and then basically make sure that the debt is collected at some point in time in the future, instead of essentially garnishing this money and not sending it out to you. Because remember, this money is sent out by the US Treasury through the IRS. So if the IRS says, hey, you owe federal taxes, you owe state taxes, and we're not going to send it out. There's nothing you can do. And this is something that Erin Collins says the IRS needs to fix. Erin actually suggested that the IRS should use authority it has to bypass the refund reductions for those who are experiencing economic hardships. In fact, here's a quote from her. She says, given the pandemic and the millions of individuals struggling with financial issues, I believe the IRS should use its discretion to issue RRCs without offset against federal tax debts. The reality is that many of the taxpayers who are most likely to be subject to the offset, in other words, those who are the poorest amongst us, because they cannot afford to pay their bills and have unpaid debts, are the ones who need relief the most. Now, folks, there may be some encouraging news here because Erin also says after discussions with the IRS, I understand it has been looking into the issue and is exploring ways to exercise its discretion to help vulnerable taxpayers, which, by the way, is very encouraging. I'm encouraged to actually hear her say this, taking into account the limitations of its IT systems, the limitations of the technology systems of the Internal Revenue Service, which, by the way, is responsible for sending out aid to millions of our fellow Americans, including the 8 million households who are the poorest among us, who need the most help among us. In our country, the agency that is responsible for sending out money, and by the way, this not only includes the IRS, this includes the state unemployment systems, some of which have not been updated for over 50 years. In a country which is the birthplace of Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, we have the IRS and state unemployment benefit systems that are not able to provide help to individuals who need it the most in a once in a century economic crisis. Just blows my mind. So Erin continues, taking into account the limitations of its IT systems, resource issues, and a rapidly approaching start to the filing season. And she also says, while I recognize these inherent challenges, I strongly encourage the IRS to take the initiative to provide relief to taxpayers affected by this pandemic. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know if you're one of the 8 million households that has been impacted by a reduced or an absent stimulus payment because essentially it was garnished by the IRS because of outstanding debts. Please share this video with a friend or family member in case someone's wondering, hey, where's my stimulus check and why haven't I got it yet? I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. In case you're new to my channel, check out my video. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. This channel, the Ignition Time channel, is about the country, it's about the economy, and it's about your money. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, I want you to know that on this channel, we focus on politics, we focus on the economy. Now, I want you to understand what's going on in the complex world of Washington, D.C., what President Biden is up to, what House Speaker Pelosi is up to, what the Senate Majority Leader, new Senate Majority Leader, Chuck Schumer is up to, and what the bane of his existence, the Senate Minority Leader, Mitch McConnell, is up to. I help you understand all the games, all the chess games that get played in Washington, D.C., all the different players in the chess games, including the 4 individuals I just mentioned, because I want you to understand what's going on so you can make sense of the craziness that surrounds us. If you want to get breaking news and alerts from us, simply get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000, that's 70000, and you'll get added to SMS alerts list going forward. You can opt out of the SMS alerts at any point in time that you want. You can also get added to our email alerts list. Simply go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts, and then you can get added to our email list going forward. Now, keep in mind that sometimes YouTube does not always send out notifications on time, so all you have to do is simply bookmark our channel, youtube.com/ignition time. That's youtube.com/ignition time. Just bookmark the home page of our channel, and then you'll be able to visit the home page of our channel and watch any of the videos at any point in time that you want, and you're not going to miss a single video. As always, you'll find a link in the description section below to all the resources we use in the creation of the content in our videos, so you can dig deeper into that content on your own. Also, please comment below and let us know what you think. Our community is bipartisan, it's respectful, it's growing very, very rapidly. All I ask from you is that you please give me a like, please subscribe, please enable notifications. I'll do anything for a like, including show you some of my rather bizarre breakdancing skills. Here they are. Okay, that was it. Those were my breakdancing skills. No, but seriously, I would appreciate it if you can give me a like. That would mean a lot to me. That does help out the YouTube algorithm. You can also follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. And you can also follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is also ignition_time. That's ignition_time. In fact, here's my Twitter feed. You'll see what stories I'm reading. You'll be able to follow the news with me because I retweet in real time. So definitely follow us on Twitter and become a part of our growing community. Speaking of community, please share this video with just 2 friends or family members. I would really appreciate that because all the content on our channel that we provide, the news content, is all free for you to watch. All I ask of you is you please help me grow the community and please share this video with 2 friends or family members. Once again, please click like, please subscribe, please enable notifications. I would really appreciate that. That sets about a confetti-like atmosphere for me because that makes me happy. And my goal for all our viewers and subscribers is as we get through the different crises that are surrounding us now, I want it to be raining money for you. I want you to learn how to make money because that's step 1. Then I want you to learn how to save money. And then the final and the most important step is I'm going to help you learn how to invest money. There are many different playlists on our channel. Check out the Financial Freedom playlist. Check out the Managing Your Money playlist. There are many playlists that will help you understand how to manage your money. Fundamentally, you need to, again, know how to make money, how to save money, and how to invest money. And that's what I'll teach you on this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time.